Oh, but yeah, man, it was crazy. Like the both fights, obviously we had the boxing, the Dubois versus Wardley, and then also the UFC. We'll start with the UFC, man. What were your thoughts on the oh go boxing actually? Yeah, we'll start with the boxing. What were your thoughts on that, given it was first?
Yeah, it was good. I mean, that main event, crazy. Probably the best we've seen in God knows how long. Absolutely brutal.
Yeah, a long time.
Yeah, this probably should have been stopped earlier. Um, but I mean, the flash knockdown, 10 seconds. What a
Yeah, I think it was
setup that
under, I
this
think, but yeah,
fight.
within 10 seconds,
Yeah, literally. I think it was tough.
barely turn the TV on, and it's
I
like,
know.
you know, just straight
Shit.
away. Yeah, you're thinking, oh God, here we go. He's gonna be
Yeah.
out, is he gonna give up again, and so on. But yeah, came back pretty well, and then I actually felt really after. Was it? Did he get knocked down? Or he took a knee sort of in the third round, didn't he? But after that, it was dominated really. And as you say, probably should have been stopped a bit earlier. When do you
Yeah.
reckon it could have been stopped? Maybe a round before, maybe.
Yeah. Was it? Yeah. When he walked out, when he stepped up, maybe the 10th, did he get finished the 11th or 10th?
Yeah, 11th
Yeah.
it got finished. I
I
think he
think, I
saw
think,
the doctor at the end of the ninth for the first time.
yeah,
At the end of the 10th, I think the doctor had a look at him
yeah.
again.
And I think he came out got off his stool for the start of the 10th and he was stumbling. It
Mhm.
should have been called then. I mean, clearly not fit to continue.
I don't think also as well, after those first few knockdowns, he didn't maybe box as well. He was just sort of
No,
hoping for that big right hand. He was
that
just
whopping
throwing that,
shot.
which then Ward was able to keep out the way of, and then obviously
Yeah,
sit behind his jab and keep picking him off. And I think boxing wise, you could probably see that the Bois has the experience and technically was a bit better.
100%. Yeah, and Dubois did exactly what he needed to do to win. Just worked off the jab and stayed out of the way of the big right hand, apart from the first and the third, obviously. But they were only flash knockdowns. You could see he wasn't, massively hurt. And when he was clever to take the knee the second time and recover. Definitely. He did well. Really impressive from Dubois.
What do you think about that? I'm not sure whether I like it too much. Somebody taking the knee when they've not actually been knocked down, though. I get it's strategic and it may have helped him, but I just don't like the sight of him, someone getting hit and then dropping and taking a knee. So
It's risky as well, especially after the first. Yeah. It's smart at the end of the day, but I mean, it's smart at the end of the day. But I mean, 10-8 in the first, 10-8 again in the third. I mean, you're setting yourself up for, being heavily behind on the scorecards, aren't you? So it's risky, but
hmm
obviously the long term it did work in the fight. So got to give it to him.
Where do you think Wardley went wrong with it? Do you think it was just sort of not as high level? Do you think that's all it was?
Yeah, it came down to it, and obviously just not setting it up, not setting the right hand up well enough, just getting caught constantly with the jab. I mean, he's
And when
clearly
they
got
think about
so
those
much
last
heart.
3 rounds, probably yeah, last 3 rounds, it was just trying to survive in there. And I think he
Yeah,
rocked him, or he had one shot, maybe in was it the ninth or 10th, where he thought, oh, he sort of caught the bar a bit, but yeah, I think at the end he was basically just trying to. I don't know how he hung on, man. There's some of those shots he took were insane. Obviously, his face battered. I don't think he could have seen out of his what was it, his right eye,
yeah.
or if it was barely.
I was very
That
surprised they
thing
didn't
had
call that.
swollen up and
Yeah,
with the doctors.
yeah. I'm very surprised the doctor didn't stop it. Very
Because
surprised.
yeah, man, incredible. He just we were obviously I was watching it and just you
Yeah,
see him taking shots. How are you still standing? For him not to be knocked down at all once is
that is.
pretty incredible.
I know that is what Dubois does. Though, apart from AJ, I think there's about 4 or 5 of his last stoppage wins. He's just beat them into submission. He's not actually knocked them down. Just yeah, it's crazy, brutal.
Do you think that should count to knockout percentages? I always wonder that whether you should count. I sort of think, yeah, because if the ref
Yeah.
hasn't stepped in, he's probably just going to get absolutely destroyed.
Mm.
But um, 'cause it gets obviously it gets called as like a TKO.
TKO, yeah. But
Yeah.
yeah, I guess it will be in a different bracket of a knockout, if you like. So,
Do you think the corner should have done anything, thrown a towel in earlier?
oh yeah, definitely. I mean, it was up to them, really. I mean, if the doctor isn't going to stop it, then you can clearly see. But they just believed in his power, didn't they? So
Yeah,
it's a tough
it's
one.
hard for them, I suppose, given that they're experienced, but given his tendency to be able to go late, weather the storm, and still has the power in his hands to knock someone out, they're probably thinking, I don't know. And then after the fight, I haven't seen what he's like the past couple of days. But straight after the fight, he seemed okay. Seen a
Hmm.
video of him there against the ropes, Wardley, and he was chatting and could speak okay. It wasn't as though he was rushed straight off to hospital.
No,
He seemed to be
thank God. Yeah.
doing yeah,
See the
doing
video of
quite well.
him speaking to his mum? Did you see that video?
Was that the one when he was in the corner
Yeah, and he was like saying
and
to
he
his
was
mum, he's all right.
yeah, down. Look, yeah, that's what I think I
That
saw.
was good. Thank
Yeah.
God, because it was brutal, man. Great fight, though.
hmm Well, what do you think's next for them?
Um, ah,
Do you think a rematch should be seen, or do you think it's given that performance, it's not really worth having one?
no, I don't think so. Um, I mean, we've got won't be Tyson or AJ for either of them anytime soon. Usyk
Yeah,
might
they're getting
retire.
that bag. They're not going back, but they want that bag
Oh, yeah,
between each other, and then who knows what'll happen after that? It's well over probably a year away.
I know. Yeah, we'll see. Obviously, we've got Hrgovic, Dave Allen this weekend. 'Cause Hrgovic, Dubois has a stoppage win over him, but that could be a good fight. Put Wardley in there with Hrgovic. Maybe the winner of that gets Dubois rematch. Um, Miller, I think maybe Big Baby Miller would be a good fight for Wardley.
I think Usyk again. Do they want to go and unify the belts if he wins what next month for what would be the fourth time? But he's already beat him twice, so
Yeah, I
it's
know.
sort of
It's
only
not
seen
tight,
unless
but
unless he's done that intentionally, vacates the belt, says here you guys can have it,
yeah.
go and do your thing, and then come back and I'll beat you again, whichever one of you it is. But Atama, is he not? Who would be the mandatory? Won't it be?
I think it will be. I think he is number one in the
It's him.
WBO, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
I, it's,
So if they
Dubois going
call
to be
it,
running from that. Yeah. It's going to have to happen. Yeah,
mm,
true, actually.
I don't know if it's. Do you think maybe it's too early for him though to go up against the very because what you probably say Daniel's. He's up there with the very best. I think obviously Wardley you were
Yeah.
saying probably the level below Parker and so on, but Daniel's up there. Then you've also got Usyk on his own level. I just wonder whether Atama's had the competition
Yeah.
and the opponents yet to be able to go straight over. Maybe he needs one more and then can go.
Maybe one
But if they
more.
call it, then I suppose it's got to happen, hasn't it?
I know. I would like to see him in there with Dubois. I think it would. I think that would be amazing. But yeah, you're right. I know. I just don't know who would fight him because a lot of people would not want to get in there with a Talma, man. A lot of people wouldn't want to stay away from that fight.
I was trying to think who you could put it up against. But I suppose if it's mandatory, yeah, they got to take
It's
him, haven't
got
they?
to be. Mm.
You can't take.
Yeah,
What were your thoughts on that? Do you like that idea that you go off the rankings and you got to face them rather than the matchmakers?
it can be good because when people do work their way up, if you like, doing the Intercontinental, doing the European title, then they become mandatory challenges. So it can work well, but a lot of it's a bit Like you see, like Tyson Fury comes back, he wins one warm up fight, and he's number one in the WBC just because he makes them a loads of money. It's a bit
I
um
agree. Yeah,
what do you
it's
call
sort
it?
of good. Y- Yeah,
Whoever
you
makes
have
the
it
most
like
money, they're
that,
gonna
but then
put
it's
there.
also good in the sense that it ensures the rankings, the meaning behind the rankings is sort of followed. But then also
Yeah,
you sort of hope that, I think 9 times out of 10, unless it's a massive money fight, the rankings will usually be followed more so now. I think maybe in the past you could see it in that there would be people avoiding fights when there and all the stuff going on. So maybe it was necessary then. But I think now with Turkey coming in, he can give the money, and that sort of side of the things isn't too much of an issue. And people are going, well, it might not be good for my record. It's a risk for my record, but the money I'm going to get is worth it. So people are probably taking it a bit
definitely.
more now.
Yeah, you're right. And a lot of them are like Queensbury, Tottenham, Matchroom. They're all under zone now as well, so they're all happy to make fights with each other. In the past, they were all competing on different platforms as well, so it's all in the best interest to give the best fights in the whole.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. It may be in the past when there was more of the politics going on, and it would have been better
Yeah,
to have it mandatory. But on that, yeah, just thinking there, Frank's got a lot of the top guys, hasn't he? When you think about it now, the
he
heavyweights.
runs heavyweight. He fucking runs it.
Yeah. Eddie's doing, what's Eddie got? He's got
No
AJ.
one. Well, yeah, he's got
He can, yeah. That's
one of the
why he's
top
got to go
five.
keep calling Dana out and stuff.
Yeah.
Have you heard about that with the, I saw it over the weekend, I don't know what's happening. Whether Dana's promoting the Fury AJ fight. You have him coming out saying, yeah, he is. Then you got Frank and Eddie going, no, no, like kicking it up and going, no, it's not in their contracts. And
No,
then Dana's going, well, I don't know.
we'll
I
see.
might.
I know. Mate, didn't he say that on like a Nina drama stream as well?
I'm not sure. I saw him in the
I
press
think he did.
conferences.
I'm pretty sure he did.
Did he?
I think he first dropped it in a
Right.
stream. It's just
Oh, okay. First job tip, right.
yeah, and Eddie was
Yeah.
calling him a clout too. So
Hmm. And then he fired back saying, in the press conference, Dana goes, he calls me a cloud chaser. This guy was saying he's the biggest fight in boxing.
yeah,
Who's the Fruit Loop now?
yeah, true. You can't really come back
But
from that. Oh god.
yeah, they're funny. I wonder, yeah, I don't know who would be promoting it, because I suppose you'd have the issue with Eddie and Frank. Would they just, like, both of them promote it? But then, or does Turkey come in with Dana and say, look, no, Dana, you promote it, and it's part of, because it's not going to be part of Zuffa, obviously, I doubt.
That's the thing because you've got Eddie and Frank who would forget if there was no Turkey, then it'd be them two co-promoting. But now it'll be uh, Turkey putting all the money on the line and has all the power and the say so, and
Yeah.
he might want Dana because then that'll boost TKO, it'll boost Dana's name in the boxing scene.
And
So
exactly. It depends what his thoughts are and their
that
thoughts are on how much they want to go down Zuffa. Maybe they look at Eddie and Frank and go, well, these guys aren't going to give up, that they dominate. It's their company in the sense that
yeah,
they have complete control. Sure, we help them, but they might be looking at Zuffa and go, well, this is better for us down the line.
yeah,
Could
definitely,
be, I suppose. Did you
yeah. So
see?
that's clearly
Yeah, it'd be
Dana's probably been
strange
told
having
by
the three of them.
yeah, I know. God, that'd be a shit show. Oh, trying to get airtime. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see with that one. Did you see the Zuffa boxing on the weekend?
I, I saw your coverage on the X account, which was good. I
Yeah, Shane
saw
Mosley was fighting.
Shane Mosley Jr. Yeah,
Junior. Yeah.
got the TKO. Was it
Yes. Yeah. It was
the
weird.
Polish
He kind of
guy?
went in and Ukrainian.
Oh, Ukraine.
I forget how to pronounce his last name. Uh,
Br-
let me do. Let me.
yeah,
Let me double check it.
I'm
Make
not
sure
gonna
I get it
try it.
right.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Boachuk, I think.
Bro,
Yeah, you
shut
don't really
there we
pronounce
go.
the H. Boachuk. Yeah, he was fighting him, and Boachuk generally is they fight quite close, but Shane Mosley went and fought that same fight with him rather than keeping the distance. But yeah,
Right.
stopped him later on. Uh, Pretty good. I mean, he's getting on a bit now, and he's still doing well though. He seems to be getting better.
Yeah.
So that was a headline there at the Apex, and then next, I think it's beginning of June. They're in Bournemouth, aren't they? And then following that, they've got another one,
Yeah.
which is pretty good. But
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
seems to be getting some good fights there. What are your thoughts on it? Sort of following it more the UFC and being almost like a not like a league, but in terms of the sense that they're more frequent shows and the people are together as part of that you would be in the UFC. You like it?
It's still early. Not really. I like how the boxers, they can sort of fight whoever. Um,
Hmm.
don't really like the UFC model where, they've literally got no other option than to fight in the UFC. You've got all these different promotions in boxing, and one company's not trying to give you the money you deserve, then you're going to go somewhere else, aren't you?
Yeah, I think competition is good for all of them. I suppose you can look at it both
Yeah.
ways. You can say, well, the UFC, you'd like to have more competition. Although the thing about the UFC is that everybody's there, so people aren't going to go
Exactly.
fight anywhere, which I think is what
No.
Zuffa's plan is to have everybody fight. And I heard Dana say that.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, like you want competition. Competition is good for the UFC as well, and you want different competition for fights, but to go over different places and get money they deserve. But then you could also say the same thing about boxing and say, well, people in boxing aren't going to like this because obviously if anybody comes in, you're going to ruffle up some feathers. But ultimately, I suppose people will be the judge. If it ends up being successful and making money, then people like it. If people don't, you look at it with obviously Jake Paul's fighting promotion, and you got WoW FC with Ilya, and I think Ronaldo's in that one. So yeah, people like it. It'll do well. If not,
Yeah. We'll see, won't we?
they'll keep it.
See how the Bournemouth card goes. It'd be good to get them out of the Apex anyway.
I don't know how many people even got on that card. I think they might need. I think they've only got 2 fights on it at the moment.
That's what I've seen.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll probably add more as it gets closer. But
Hope so.
I think the 808 one is already got more on it. But I think yeah, depends. I'm sure
We'll
they'll
see.
bring. I doubt there'll be 2 fights on the whole thing. I'm sure they'll bring more people on.
God,
Otherwise,
hope
that would be
not.
a bit of a failure, I think.
Yeah.
What else? Should we go
Yes.
UFC? What are your thoughts on?
UFC.
Go on
Ah,
the start with obviously main card, and we can work our way
main
down through them.
card. Yeah. Strickland. Let's go. I was buzzing with that
Upset people. What wasn't that
massively.
expected?
Um. Yeah. It
Well,
was
well,
literally.
first of all,
Go
do you
on.
think it was the right decision?
Yeah.
Yeah,
For
I think I had it 2-2 going to the last round, and I think the last
same.
round. I think it depends on what you value. Obviously, Hamzat was the one sort of putting more of the pressure on, but that doesn't get counted anymore, does it? I don't believe that ring,
No, not as much.
that
It's
center. Yeah,
more towards
it's the
damage.
damage. And yeah, if you look at it and go, well, okay, you're not going to be factoring that in, and you value more the fact that Strickland's going back but still throwing, even though it was just a jab and it looked pretty laboured. Yeah, you kind of factor that out. It's like, well, then did he land more of the shots? Probably get a bit more damage done. So yeah, I think it was. I can understand people that think Hamzat
Uh,
should have won it.
Agreed. I can see an argument for either way, but the constant, obviously total strikes, damage on the face after the fight. You can see that You know,
Mm. And
yeah, taking its toll.
it might not be the right way to score it, but also the fact that from a performance wise, I think given he was able to stop Hamzat doing what he wanted to do, obviously that first round, Chimaev didn't really do much on him. Although to the end he nearly got him in a choke, but wouldn't have been long enough anyway. And then for that second round was pretty um, strange. But yeah, go on. Given that we both think it was weird, what are your thoughts on it?
What we said? What was that? Sorry.
Given that obviously we both think it's a win, what were your thoughts on it for
Yeah, it was good. I
as
mean,
a fight?
yeah, I enjoyed the fight. I mean, it wasn't the best fight I've ever watched by any means, but it was when obviously the first round was domination. It's exactly what we expected. Exactly what we said in the preview. Sean just needs to survive, and then he can start getting his offense off, tips, jabs, 1-2s. But then that second round when Sean stuffed 1 or 2 takedowns and then Kamzat just pulled guard on his back, it was, oh my, what is going on? You know, it was exciting. I was like, no way, is he about to stop him? You know, he was, you know, because he kind of jumped on him and was trying to land, and then in the third, or was it? I think it was it early in the second where Sean was on top of him for a while.
Yeah,
Was
second
that the
after he
same
pulled
round? Yeah,
after
that's
that pulled
after.
guard, I think for the
Yeah,
second time. Sean, I thought he was just gonna let him get up, but yeah, he jumped on him and dominated him. I think he got better with 3 minutes of ground control.
yeah, that was good. And then third was more just standing up. He might have stuffed another one in the third, and then he got him
I
down
think
in the
third was
fourth
all
again.
feet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
all
third. I don't
feet.
think he even went
Even shot.
shot on
Oh,
the in the third. Interesting. Yeah, I wonder what happened because it was weird. Obviously that happened in the second where as that pulled guard and sort of looked just knackered. But then after
just
that,
done.
he sort of got a second wind.
Second win, massive second win. Yeah,
Hmm.
I know.
So
It's just
whether something went on or just the resting took him out of it, and I know there's a lot of talk about his weight cut and so on. Yeah, I'm not sure.
yeah.
Interesting though. Yeah, as you say, good performance from both of them. Not the greatest fight ever you've seen, but both they seem to be knackered at the end. Close fight, and yeah, good to see him win. And yeah, that was what else was there for that one? The strange thing though was all the touching of gloves.
Oh god, it was a bit too much.
Yeah,
Just kind of sort of doing my head in after all that build up. I mean, we know Sean's trying to start the fight, but come on, bit too
yeah.
much.
And all the security, right? I saw a
Oh.
post and it was like, oh, UFC will be fuming the amount of money they just spent on
Yeah,
security all week from the
they were
touch
just
gloves
smiling.
before the ref
Yeah,
even asked them to
I don't
touch
know.
gloves.
Yeah, true, that's funny.
Um, I
Good on
heard,
that.
was it Chael say maybe that he wonders if that had any impact on Hamza. I don't know. I don't think it did. Like the whole thing of not having the animosity towards each other.
Possibly. I mean, it's what Connor used to do to people. You know, they're not. Most people aren't used to that having a massive back and forth and all the hype in the
Yeah.
media can tire them
Oh, I
out
don't mean before.
as a strain on people.
No, I don't mean before. I mean like during like the touching gloves, as in
Ah, right. Kind of
whether that affected
like,
him on the
yeah,
night, like a bit of a shock. But I don't know
yeah,
because Hamza the one that went to go and
yeah.
initiate
Thumbs
it.
up. Right. Yeah, definitely did.
Hmm.
Yeah,
So I'm
nah,
not
not
sure about that one.
who knows.
What else is there? Post fight, I suppose. Do you see? Paramount must be having a nightmare with Strickland. You see, they cut his mic
Did they?
down that joke he made. Yeah,
Didn't actually see that.
he made a joke. Yeah, he made a like an APAC joke about on the um like post show analysis sort of thing because his nose was all battered up and stuff, and they Paramount obviously cut it out, which is just yeah. I don't know whether I would like to see somebody ask so that Dane or someone at the UFC because obviously they're known as being this uncensored brand, and now you've got Paramount coming in and censoring stuff whether I'm assuming it's out of their control, but what their thoughts are on that, given that they've sort of built this brand and it's known on being like uncensored UFC. It's why people love it because it's just brutal and people say what they
Exactly.
want. And then for them to come in and start cutting stuff, I'm not
Hope
too
we don't
sure.
see
But I
a lot
think
of
who
that.
was it? Yeah, I doubt
Got
Kay
that.
Abdo was a fan of it,
No.
or Scott, I should
Okay.
say.
Okay, Scott. Yeah,
Sorry,
come on, get it right.
because I think it was Dustin and I think it was at Weidman that
Oh
were
gosh,
there. I
that
think
was a good
Weidman
laugh.
had a little giggle at it, but yeah.
Yeah, funny.
Other comments? Well, yeah. What do you think's next? Because obviously, I heard that Hamza after the fight said he doesn't want to stay at the weight class like straight away, but then has since posted saying that he'll see
Yeah,
Strickland again soon.
yeah. I feel like he's because obviously after the fight, he put the belt on him and whatnot. I feel like it maybe the day after he's already it's sort of sunk in. You know, his first loss of his career, and he's like, "Oh,
Yeah, undefeated, gone.
I need to get my lick back for that. You know what I mean? I need to get that belt back. I
Because
know. I
yeah,
think he should.
I'd like to see a rematch, but it just depends whether he wants to do that weight cut again. And
Yeah,
on the loss, he's like the fifth, sixth guy, whatever, to lose at 9 win streak.
9. I saw
They
that
just can't get
before
to
the
the 10.
fight. Saw that before the fight, and I was like, no way, it can't
It's
happen again.
over. He's not
Did
winning.
yeah, yeah, can't
I
crazy.
think a rematch is probably on the cards.
Mm,
I would
should
say
be.
I'd like to see it. See it, then go from there. Then he can jump up weight. I think but it's as we were saying before the fight. If Hamzat comes and wins again, would you go for the trilogy? Because otherwise,
Exactly.
what is
No,
there?
exactly.
Yeah,
I think it's best if he moves up,
Aussie.
not only for the weight but for the matchups as well.
Yeah, yeah. Spice it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Do you see Armin as well? Wasn't too happy.
Drop to his knees.
He's been yeah, and he's been coming up after he said his prediction was first round rear naked choke, and then
Oh, saw that after the fight. I was like, yeah, good one, buddy.
and then he drops to his knees, and
Fell to his knees. And
understandably so, obviously. Like
yeah,
of course you're gonna be, but I wonder what happens with him and Nina now as well. She annoys me sometimes. Seen the
she does
videos.
edit.
It's like you're there with. I get it. It's just for like the
Yeah,
video content stuff, but you're there like celebrating, putting all this like act on when Strickland wins. Meanwhile, you've just spent all day the day before with Armin, who's the
oh man,
best mates with Hamza,
yeah.
and you're celebrating, like running around screaming. And then post fight, you're there with like Strickland and all his family and stuff. And it's like,
It's
well,
just he wants
what's going on
revenge for
here?
family,
Like,
just
I
for the
know.
clout, man. She does mad, and I see a clip of her face on. It's getting skips.
People in
I
the
can't
comments,
lie.
people in the comments are rough on it, to be fair. I was like, that's a bit far. Yeah, some of the stuff's decent, but yeah, it was
Yeah, yeah,
getting ripped into for that. But
yeah. Funny.
what else have we got? We had
Cool. Yeah.
that. Like we say, I think probably a rematch should be. What else? Yeah, probably on the belt. I thought that was quite nice that he did put the belt around him.
Mm-hmm. It was
Because
a good
he
touch.
seemed, at first he shook his head a little bit and was a bit disappointed, but then straight away clapped and asked to put the belt on, and they obviously apologised for what Strickland apologised for what he said, and
Yeah.
which obviously isn't maybe as good now if there is a rematch because you can't hype it, but I think it's already got the hype for it anyway.
Yeah. True.
Um,
I think about
unless you have like a weird Connor Dustin case
that.
where he's
That
nice in
was
the
weird,
second
wasn't
fight, and then the third fight he just comes
it?
back on him. Yeah, the stuff
Oh
he was
god.
saying after the fight was mad. Um, but yeah, that I thought was a nice touch. The co-main, I think obviously co-main one fight of the night between Van and Tyra. Tyra was tough. Although, yeah, very tough. I think obviously one day probably future champion. He'll come back, but I don't think he did enough damage in that first round when he was on the ground.
No.
Although Van did do very well to defend, keep his
Yeah,
chin there, the butterflies and the hooks and
yeah,
stuff. So,
crazy butterfly. Yeah,
but crazy fight for that one. Um, Van obviously overcame all the doubters, and now there's a lot of talk before whether it's his belt because how he won it. Whereas now I think dominant.
no, yeah, you can't argue with that. It looked amazing out there. I thought it was over in the second. His head snapped all the
When
way
he
back
dropped,
when he dropped him. Yeah, I thought
yeah.
that was a wrap.
Was that the
I
second?
think
Was
it
that the
did
second?
second round. Yeah, end of the second.
Second, yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
did well to
And
survive.
then, but yeah, because he tried to submit him, didn't he?
I know. Yeah,
Jumped on. If he'd got that, wow.
that would have. Yeah, he wanted to prove a point there, but
Mm.
should have
But
probably gone for
then
the kick.
he proved more of a point, I think, by just his hands are
Yeah,
incredible boxing wise.
amazing. He is scary.
Moves up. He moves up now to third joint longest win streak,
Right.
I believe
Yeah.
now as well. Yeah, in the division. So it's a few off, like I said before. It's a few off Demetrius Johnson, and I think it's Pantoja's second. I think. I'm assuming that's the next fight. You reckon?
Yeah, it should be. I think Van wins though. After that, I don't see
Yeah,
how Pantoja can come back from an injury like that and beat Van. I mean, he looked amazing.
it's only gonna get better. Although I don't know when Pantoja will be back.
Not sure
How
either.
long
It's
it'll
been a
be,
while.
whether he waits.
Yeah.
Because Van wants to, I know Van said he wants to fight again end of this year, because obviously he keeps like a pretty busy schedule usually. So he wants to fight again this year at least once. But I think he showed on the ground that he could do quite well and that he's perfectly capable on the ground. Maybe not, he's not going to take you down to the ground, but when you get him down there, he's not going to be taken advantage of and beaten up.
Definitely. Yeah, it was impressive, man.
Do you think
Impressive.
that one was stopped too early? I know Tyre was complaining that was also stopped a bit early, but I mean, he was
Uh,
getting battered.
he was. I would have liked to have seen it go slightly longer, to be honest. I think it deserved it. I think Tara deserved it, to be honest, to go a bit longer. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's good. It's a good start because the damage is just going
If
to
you compare
keep
it to
coming.
Wardley,
Yeah, exactly.
well, it's like you
Yeah,
can make the point that went too far, and this one, like, he was going to win on the cards if it went to the judges, unless Tyra gets a late stoppage. But I think it would have been another 20 seconds, and he's getting pummeled, up against the fence.
yeah. Because
Whether
to
he'd
be
been
fair,
knocked
it's not.
out, I'm not sure because hasn't got much quit in him. But
No. Yeah, I think it was. I think they had it 2-2 up until then, but he's clearly winning the fifth, so
but
Van
you
would
think it
have
was
won.
2-2 up until then? If they have it,
Pretty sure. Pretty sure the judges had it 2-2.
oh, right. Which rounds they give to him? First, obviously,
Yeah, and then
and then
obviously that
second he would have
second.
lost.
Yeah.
He couldn't have had the second because he got knocked down in that one.
Oh, must have been the third.
So that'd be 1-1. Then yeah,
I
I'm
think I
not
think
sure.
I think I saw that anyway. I can't be 100%.
Yeah, I know it was 2-2 in the Strickland fight. I mean, I'm sure you're probably right about that one as well. But yeah, I think I would have had it the other way.
Yeah.
Maybe 3-1 going into it. Although it
Yeah.
was third and fourth maybe. So yeah, what do you reckon's next for Tyra? Obviously, shame that Japan couldn't get their first belt. Would be nice to see that happen. And they're both nice guys. You sort of watch them getting beating each other up, and it's you kind of feel bad. But good fight. What do you reckon's next for Tyra?
Tyra. Don't know many fighters, can't even lie. Don't know what would be a good match. What's his name? What's Buddy's name? Lonnie Kavanagh's got to be up there now. That could be a good fight.
Yeah, he's second there. There could be, you could have, I suppose, a rematch with Roy Val for him because obviously Van beat Roy
Roy
Val,
Val,
but
yeah,
Tyra lost. So you maybe put that rematch in there.
that would
Like
be
say
good.
if Manel he could fight potentially if
Yeah,
obviously Pantoja and Van you'd expect. Um, yeah, there's a few in there that you could look at,
yeah,
and then maybe wait and see if he goes and win. I think if he goes and wins again and dominates, then he could maybe fight the winner of Van Pantoja. Sorry, or
yeah.
maybe the loser or whatever, maybe, and then if he wins that one, goes on again. Um, or he could just wait and fight the loser of those two.
Mm,
Given that I think he was a
true.
good performance against
I think,
Van, to be honest.
yeah, Roy Val or Manuel. I think that's best option, and then Pantoja Van.
We'll we'll see what they do, I suppose. But what else did we have on that night? The
Sean Brady,
Volkov
Dominic.
versus yeah. But what are your thoughts before we get on the
Oh yeah,
Volkov for the
Volkov. Yeah,
heavyweight Cortes
that's
Acosta? We're hoping that fight would be a bit more for the heavyweight, but I thought it was a bit. I thought Acosta winning. I thought.
the Joe. I
Yeah,
thought it
just
was
I felt
very
like Volkov.
close.
I thought it was close, but I just thought he was trying to go and do stuff. You know what I mean? Like Volkov just. I saw him
Yeah,
complaining after the fights. He was complaining about whose fight was it? He was complaining about someone that they're too boring and stuff, and they don't do enough, and the heavyweights division is becoming boring. But you've just gone out there and just circled around the cage and thrown some leg kicks at length
exactly.
and a few punches every now and then against a guy you've got a big reach advantage against.
Yeah, I know.
Um, yeah,
Yeah, I,
wasn't the
I
most
did not.
enjoyable fight.
I did not know who was going to win it when the scorecards were being read out. I thought I, the leg kicks weren't doing anything. Obviously, they were landing, but they weren't doing much damage.
I had it again, same as the main event. I could understand it going that way, but I would have had Cortez Acosta winning
Yeah,
that one. But yeah, it didn't help the heavyweight division
wasn't
really. I don't think.
it could have done, but it didn't. No, not in the end.
So I don't think that doesn't give him a, a title shot. It's not like, oh my god, what a great performance here. You're going for the title, and
Mm,
given that a lot of his fights are like that, which
yeah,
a win's a win. Doesn't matter how you get it, I suppose. But in terms of entertainment, wasn't all that great. Yeah, Brady Buckley, um, dominated him really. I mean, Buckley,
Buckley
I heard
Cook.
was saying that he was seen the stuff what he was saying before the fight.
What was that?
How he was they hadn't been training, hadn't done anything on the ground, just done absolutely nothing.
This guy, man,
And then he goes
digging his
in
own
and
grave.
obviously just gets yeah. And then obviously, well, yeah, you
Fucking.
saw what happened. Um, yeah,
Yeah, what was he doing? I mean, he just got dominated by Usman, and then he's not trained.
coming back
Surely
off
that
the
was a killer.
layoff. Yeah, I don't know the fight
Oh,
promotions, but still, it looked like he hasn't done anything. I'll tell you that much.
yeah, I wouldn't be fucking surprised. Absolutely dominant. I mean, I think we both called that pretty well. It's exactly what we thought was going to happen. Yeah,
Didn't do
did a
much
bit.
really that was worth it. I don't know what's next for Brady. He was talking about going and
Bilal again?
pardon?
Rematch versus Bilal?
Yeah, did he mention that?
I'm not sure, but I would want to see it.
That was a while back. That was what 2022. Looking here, and then
But yeah, Bilal's only stoppage, man.
yeah, I'm trying to think. Yeah, probably that'd be a good fight. Or does he to go to Jack? Maybe. I
Mm.
think Jack might struggle. Might not be the
Jack,
best for
yeah.
him if he gets taken to the ground again. Who else you got? Morales is probably looking upwards a bit higher, I would say.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, it'd be
Mm.
interesting to see what goes on there.
Yeah, I think
Also,
Boyle's
we
massive.
forgot to say about the Islam fight. Nasser do you think he gets a shot? Or do you think a rematch? Obviously, if Hamzat goes up, he'll get the title fight. But
Yeah, MMR.
yeah,
Give it DDP, man. Give me the third.
yeah,
Give me the trilogy, yeah.
mm,
Beat him twice. Give me
yeah.
the third.
I did see after he was doing an interview, and he goes, "Oh well, given that Strickland has won, I suppose I'm the champ now again." So obviously, because he beat him
He's good,
twice,
man.
jokingly.
Yeah. He called it, to be fair.
It's
He
yeah,
predicted a Strickland decision.
strange game how he beats Strickland twice, but then gets beat up by Hamzat, and then Strickland
It's
comes in and just
crazy.
shows how the styles work.
I
And
know.
I wonder how much also knowing each other, having wrestled with each other before, matters. Yeah. Yeah, back to Brady. Yeah, I think probably good. Bilal, fight him again.
Yeah,
I
give me
think, I
that.
think it'd be a good matchup for Jack, and obviously on the losing streak. King Green was that? Yeah, like the first one on the main card versus Stevens.
I'm
Um,
still got it.
yeah, other doesn't still have it.
Yeah, he
Wasn't
needs to
the
retire.
wasn't the greatest performance.
No,
Legend, obviously, but
mm,
one of the best lines.
who the fuck? Yeah,
But
yeah. Big old King
yeah,
Green, man.
yeah, he didn't get his bonus though, did he? Because obviously he was going up to the fights
No.
after wanting his bonus, but didn't get it.
Yeah, it's rough. He deserves one, man.
Look at that one.
And he's fun.
Although I did hear great. This is also great for them. Instead of getting you 50 grand bonus, which I saw back down to 50. I thought they were 100 grand last week, but apparently now they're back down
The
to
back
50.
down.
Apparently, that's what I don't know that it's true, but I saw someone posting about it, which is
How
mad.
stingy.
Even though like the biggest night they've had at the Prudential Centre in a while as well, apparently.
Exactly.
But which is
God.
also good for the UFC. I think they're now like first. They beat their record to their first, second, maybe like third, fourth, and fifth. I think so. Big
Right. Oh
sellouts
wow.
for them. But
That's
anyway,
big.
he's not getting the bonus, but he is getting apparently his own shorts. So
Oh my,
I'm
yeah.
sure he'll
I've
be happy
seen the
about that.
exact same thing.
But that being
I'd be
said, I don't know whether
fuming.
who was it. Obviously, fight of the night, you can't complain. That goes to Van Tyra. But then who was it? Was it Miller and Brady that got the
Oh
performance
yeah.
bonuses? Which I can kind of
Yeah.
understand. I think that's fair enough. Obviously, Brady dominated Buckley. And then obviously, what was it? King Green. He didn't even get out of the first round, did it? That one.
No.
Submission late on.
First round.
So
End of
it's
the
sort of like,
first.
And he even said he wasn't happy with his performance, which I don't know why, but I just sort of think that, yeah, I can understand the other two getting the performance bonuses over him.
So can I. Got in though. At least he's got his shorts, so
I know, right? I thought it'd be pretty cool as well, I reckon.
yeah. Watch him get
Um,
knocked out in them. So.
yeah, what happens? I'm just looking here at the rankings as well. Obviously, he's not ranked. Where do you reckon he goes? Do you reckon obviously he's getting on a bit now, but obviously still looks great.
Yeah, I don't see him retiring anytime soon.
Oh, God,
Hopefully,
no.
Jeremy Stevens retires. Yeah, who could be next? What is he? Is he light? He's lightweight, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a lightweight.
Not sure. Somebody's fun. Just put him with whoever. Got another scrap.
Mm-hmm. Give him Dariush.
Yeah, yeah. Give him Darius.
See how that goes. Two more veterans.
Yeah.
I wonder how
Let
that'd
him
go,
make that
actually. He'd have it on the feet, but take it to
one.
ground, obviously. It might be.
That'd
Depending on
be
the matchup,
decent.
maybe.
That's a decent matchup, actually. winner gets
Yeah.
ranked.
Yeah. For Darius stays there or King
Yeah,
Green
as he
can
fought
go the
against
other way.
50. Yeah. He's good, man. King Green's underrated.
Who else do we have on the prelims? We'll have a quick look over that. We'll get to the Miller one in a second.
Yeah.
Gautier, he won. Obviously, that guy's jacked, man. Talk about a physique.
African beast, man.
He's huge. Is he undefeated as well in the UFC?
Yeah.
He might be getting a ranking coming his way and keep working his way up because he's
See what you
pretty
call that,
dominant.
Adesanya?
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah, called out Adesanya. Said that because he respects him so much, but um, I don't know who wins that. He's just massive, man. Like,
He's just huge.
look, just a tank.
It's crazy.
I'd be
Just
happy to see that
bounces off
fight.
people. I don't know, yeah.
Yeah, I'd be happy to see that fight,
It's lime out.
given that he knocked him out. And I don't know who'd win it. You probably. I wonder who the. I wonder. Yeah, I wonder what the money'd be on for that.
Give
I
me,
think probably Izzy.
um, yeah, it'd be Faber, sure.
Yeah.
It'd be
Well,
close
do you know
though.
when the last
Stars.
time Izzy fought was? I'm trying to think when the last time he fought was.
Beat by Joe Pyfer. I think it was January.
Was it January of this year? Or was it
January,
end of
February,
last?
maybe.
Yeah, early. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I can give that a fight. See how that goes. Given he called him out. Another. So yeah, he's up and coming, unbeaten. Then had welterweights, Alvarez versus Amasov. He looks good, man.
Yeah,
He looks very good.
impressive that was, wasn't it?
And I think also I think it's Dustin Poirier. He was saying that he thinks he's going to be like the best. I don't know who he's comparing to.
That's
Maybe he
fiction.
compared him to Khabib or something.
Really?
Yeah, I can't remember who it was that he compared him to, but said that he's going to be he'll go to the top,
The
and
next
he
one,
looks good.
yeah.
Yeah, he looks
Yeah,
very
won't be
good.
surprised. Good, yeah. Exciting, man.
But yeah, that's him. And then we had the Miller fight, obviously. Oh, we had the Grant Dawson one before that, which that was sad to hear about him. Obviously, had all that going on through the week. His unborn child passed away, didn't they?
Yeah,
But to still
devastating,
come
man.
out and perform, it must be tough.
Yeah, honourable. What a guy. Legend. Big up yourself.
And then you had Miller, who's what is it, 14 something fight, crazy,
I know.
nearly at
What,
50.
the 29
Or
wins he's got in the UFC now?
yes,
Actually, in
yeah,
the
29
UFC.
wins. Yeah, he's nearly at 50 fights. I know if he wins, they sign him on a new contract as his last fight, and they've signed him on a new 5. And if it takes, I believe 5 will take him to 51, 52 fights
That's
in the UFC if he
crazy.
completes them all. And
That
if
is
he gets
crazy.
one more finish, he'll tie Charles Oliveira's most finish record, which is some also. I think he can get I think if he gets a couple more finishes, he'll be at 20 finishes or something like that.
Good.
I think that's what is the record. But yeah,
Yes.
crazy for that.
Yeah, big underdog as well.
Yeah, but again, still got it. I suppose he showed
Yeah. And still got
with
it.
a gilly, and also he had some issues, obviously, with his son, which was good to see as
Yeah.
well. That his son
Cancer.
had been getting better. So that was nice to see. I think
Great.
that's
Yeah.
pretty much it for that. Obviously, had the early prelims. What else happened? Weidman got given the Hall of Fame, didn't he? The All
Yeah, we're
American.
gonna be seeing a lot of Wildman.
He's on the shows and that with Paramount now. So yeah,
Yeah.
good on him for that. What else was there? I'm trying to think. Oh, we had the not obviously UFC 328, but the press conference White House one.
Oh,
Thoughts on that?
Josh Hackett. Josh Hackett's a goon, mate.
Yeah.
Keep his mouth shut before he gets chinned. Nah, it was alright, wasn't it? Have you seen the shorts? They released what the The shorts are like,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not sure
I
about
like
that.
the belt though. The belt
The
I
belt's
liked.
really cool. The belt's really
Mm,
cool.
the
The
belt's
shorts
nice.
ain't the
The
one.
fact they're
The
actually going to be
belt.
giving it, it's not just a made up thing. They'll actually be getting it on the night.
I think that's good.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
it's
belt
pretty.
looks really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, work of art.
I only
That is good.
saw, I haven't seen the shorts like on someone. I just saw them sort of laid out on the
I saw them on it
table.
earlier.
Did you? I haven't seen that. I have to go have a look at it.
Yeah, have a look, bro.
That'd be weird. Surely, aren't they
Not the one.
American?
No, yeah,
So you can't, right? You can't
yeah,
put like you can't
no.
make Ilya wear a
Swear to
American
God, I saw
flag.
them. He was wearing them. I swear to God.
Like, give this to the Americans, sure, but make some. I mean, I suppose I get it. It's the 250th anniversary, but yeah,
Yeah,
be a bit strange. Maybe had their flag on it somewhere. But yeah, that was that.
the,
Sean O'Malley I saw didn't get asked one question. He was just sat in the middle
yeah.
of it all.
Him and Diego Lopez.
Um, yeah, I'm not sure why.
Crazy
I
follow.
don't think Ilya wouldn't obviously stand there to Hockett, which is see what happens with
Yeah.
them, and there might be a bit of friendship between him and uh, Pereira now. But
Just say one
yeah,
thing. I hit a nice parlay. I had one for the boxing, which I shouted out on the preview, which didn't hit. So, but I hit a big one. I had Strickland decision, 8-1. I had Joshua Vanantira. This is all on the same parlay. On Joshua Vanantira, over 3.5 rounds. Obviously went to the fifth. Sean Brady versus
what are
Buckley.
the odds
I
on
had
that?
that. Well, I've got two more fights on it. Wait, which
Okay,
one?
but what are the odds for the van for it to
Um,
go over?
Evens maybe.
Oh, okay, yeah,
So not great, but like with the Strickland 8-1, and
stacks,
then
yeah.
I had Sean Brady and Buckley to go to the third, which it did, and then I had King Green to win £5 into a £200.
Oh, nice.
I think it.
So
I
how
think it
much?
was just. I think it was 40-1 in
Gone?
the end.
Wow.
About
Sure,
forty
yeah,
to
it would be
one.
over those. Yeah. So how much
Yeah,
are you
great.
down in your whole betting career now?
I'm
Is
up
that
now.
pulled some ground back?
That's pulled it back for the last like. I'm plus money now for the last like 6 months because of that.
Big money or?
No, no, like 30 quid. We
I did
take it
see.
though.
Yeah, wins a win.
I was
I did
buzzing.
see
I was
on
buzzing for
there's ads coming. There's a pretty decent ad here in Australia. I think it's sports bet or something. You put $5 on or $10 and you get $200 in free
that.
bets.
Free bets.
Yeah. Which
Might have
and
to,
they must be
might have
gee, they must know that people are gonna be spending a lot of money. Like they make a lot of money each person. If they're willing to give somebody 200, but they know they're gonna probably lose it, they'll be like, oh well, they're most likely gonna
yeah,
lose this. So the chances are we're not actually losing
probably
any money, really, because we just get it
put it
back.
on something crazy. The free bets anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
Put it on 40 to 1
Anything
after.
else? I think that's
Um,
pretty much it, really. We'll obviously cover next week's, well,
yeah.
this coming weekend stuff on later this week.
It's the Ronda fight this weekend as well, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, it is.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Nate Diaz.
Um, yeah,
That's nice.
I think it's all from the weekend just gone. Anything else you
Yeah.
want to add, Ted?
Massive upset in the boxing. UFC David Morrell got beat.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Zach Chelly. I think
Late as well, wasn't it?
last round, yeah, Morrell had been
Yeah,
winning the fight.
yeah.
Yeah, Chelly was
He's been
like,
showing off a little bit as well, anti. Doing a bit of
yeah,
dancing. And then
devastating.
caught it.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. Could not believe it. But I think he was like 10-1 underdog. Crazy. But
There's
yeah,
some big
David Morrell
underdogs. The bookmakers got it wrong
uh,
across both, really.
bro. I know. Thank God. Um, still riding that hard. But yeah, crazy. Big up Zach Chelly, man. Life changing one.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yep.
Yeah,
Um.
it's good. It's good.
Yeah,
Good.
that was
Good.
interesting. I didn't see the whole fight. I hadn't seen it. I only watched the Dubois one, but I had seen the highlights of it. The extended ones. Yeah, like late in the last round. which will be, let's see, it's what you get, I suppose,
Yeah.
for showing off.
Yeah, definitely.
Not over till it's over. But yeah,